Good evening and welcome to TJNR News 13. I am Brian Lauer and coming up are our top stories for this week. Our first story for this evening is the VMA Awards. The VMA Awards were held Sunday night and I'm still trying to repress some of the images from that night. The VMA Awards show is one of the only where the public can expect to be entertained and equally disturbed by the show's hijinks and disturbing humor. This is in fact encouraged, I assume because it brings good ratings. One memorable moment was made by famous singer Katy Perry. She accepted her award wearing what appears to be a block of cheese atop her head. Along with Lady Gaga's meat dress, it now brings a whole new meaning to the term, "you are what you eat." Another awkward moment was when Lady Gaga, dressed as a man, came on stage during Britney Spears' acceptance speech. She attempted to kiss this pop singer. Enough said. Moving on to a less humorous note this evening, Hurricane Irene bared down on the eastern coast. Starting out as a Category 3, it slowly weakened into a tropical storm by the time it hit Maine, where we are stationed today. Here to report on that is Kevin. Kevin, what is happening out there?
Come outside. I urge you to tackle this is what can happen. Major catastrophe. Folks, I've never seen such a thing in my whole life. As you see, trees are blown over. They've been pushed back up again. Down, now they're back up.
As you can see, even in its weakened state, it still has brought quite the punch. We will be tuning back in with Kevin later on in our show. Moving on, a pole vaulter seems to get quite the scare Monday at the IAAF World Championships in South Korea. The pole vaulter happened to have some issues with his pole as he was attempting a jump at 5.75 meters, a little less than 19 feet, and the pole, well, it snapped in half mid-jump. I guess he was having some pole troubles. Not much more you can say about that, we'll just show you the video.
That power contained in the pole. Let's watch this again. Oh, right at the crucial part, obviously, when the stress is on the pole the most. There it goes. Luckily, the forward momentum carried him into the pit. Otherwise, it would have been a serious injury landing on the concrete just behind.
As you can see, he was lucky enough to have the pole break close enough to the pit so that he landed on that instead of the hard concrete just inches away. Moving on to our next story. Okay, something appears to be happening. We're going to cut back into Kevin, who is reporting on the hurricane. Kevin, what is happening? Kevin, can you hear me? Kevin? Oh, okay. Obviously we're having some technical difficulties and he seems to be having some difficulties of his own. We'll tune back in with him in a few minutes when he is back to safety. And next up, we're going to try to cut back into Kevin again. Kevin, can you hear me?
Folks, we have wind speeds of 30 miles an hour gust.
What precautions do you recommend that Maine should take?
We have sandbags, mulch bags, for the walkway, as it holds back the big floods from coming into the house. Thank you, and...
Thank you, Kevin, and we'll see you tomorrow on Hurricane Irene's aftermath. Now, on the topic of Hurricane Irene, it has left quite the destruction. There's no making light of this situation. You can check out more on this story at the link below. For tonight, this is Brian Lauer signing off for the TJNR 13's News. Good night, everybody.